go, some Saturday showcase on Bush League Baseball. Made my coffee, got my cigarettes. Gonna kick back now. Hope you enjoy it. Just kick back and enjoy some Bush League Baseball on WBYTN.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. Rangers baseball next. Billy Chappelle, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Ready now, David Montes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do, work the count and get on base.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch or throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Hit in the air out to center field. Zager will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Stepping up now, Jim Dyer. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Runner goes. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys they were going to have to keep quiet. but he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Digging in, Robert Albert. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Houston, and now the Rangers will get. So coming to the plate, Ricky Knott is coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
To 1-2 now. Try again, 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
The center fielder.
To third. And the Astros have their first hit of the contest.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Michael Eddy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in, the switch hitter, Alberto Barrera, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Hero, it's hard to get more.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros plate 1 on a couple of. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Montes. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Montes.
First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. High in the air into shallow left center. Zager is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping in, Richie Trimble. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Richie Trimble.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there. Off balance swing to the pitcher. You want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 count. Here it is.
Nope, upstairs.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Zager is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. To the plate now is the designated hitter. Called out on strikes his last time through, and the runner back easily. He's set. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
1-1.
Oh, that's inside.
Now a move over to first.
he's in there.
Runner back standing. So 1-1. Hot shot to third. And he'll go to short way to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Ricky Knott, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Knott stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0. Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Pedro.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. This one's down to third. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Michael Eddy 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Nothing. Leading off the inning, Alberto Barrera, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Liriano giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Now batting, Tommy Cloud. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. A ball and 2 strikes now.
The count is 1
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Ready once again, David Montes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a base hit, make him 1 for 2 in this one. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And that's not all that promising a number as they find themselves just one spot off the bottom in the American League. In there, now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. One left for Houston. Our score remains 2-1. So striding forward now, Jim Dyer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and they get them both. Digging in, Ricky Knott.
Now back. Left field.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take his...
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They still trail it here 2-1. Standing in, Pedro De La Rosa. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Full count, 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back.
Number 10.
I should have got the win. I should have got the win.
I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Texas crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Joe French earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Pablo Gomez works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB.
pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach up.
Oh, is this my first return to Cleveland? Might be. Wow.
We're set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. Rico De La Cruz makes his big league debut right after this. Manny Moreno, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
At the plate, Raul Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Raul.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Hey, this lineup's got to do it a little bit differently. It's not the modern version of 3 true outcomes: walks, strikeouts, home runs. This is a team that beats you down, manufacturing runs, getting guys on base, keeping the defense on its toes and waiting for them to make the mistake.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Into the box now, Kyle Anderson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Chappelle is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this. The things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Grounded to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Now in the box, Jason Kida. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back. Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days.
And the runner back in standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he'll be back in standing up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Inside and low, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Kita, base runner at first with 1 out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Kenny Agua, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2026 draft. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Now at the plate, Raul Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No balls and 1 strike. And strike 2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And that'll be a painful run batted in. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Keane is a very regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be the field. Meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. 1 run is scored. But the throw is well up the line, and a 2nd run's going to score.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized Cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
The 0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Kyle Anderson becomes out number 2 this inning. Angel Ramirez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses. 1-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the. So stepping in, Jason Kita. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-2 home. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So striding in, Scott John. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Landgraf right there, and there are 2 away now. Riding in once again, Enrique Cordero. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready for another chance. Rico De La Cruz changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Though he was always projected as a future major leaguer, actually getting to stand in for your first big league at bat is no small feat. You got to think he's really happy to be here, of course.
Yeah, Matty, he's certainly happy to be here. If he can feel his legs, the nerves are definitely going right now. This is when you have to slow the moment down, hopefully shrink the stadium, and bring it back to wiffle ball in your backyard.
The center fielder.
And that misses inside 1-0. The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Bailey has it, and that's the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Anderson, runner in scoring position with Cezanne. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes the Rangers.
Number 10. Go.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
The final
Not scoring runs or making simple plays no more. They're letting base hits through the infield. They're not getting hits. I can't believe how bad we're doing this season. Look at that. We started off great, and all of a sudden the guys just, I don't know, man. It seems like as year goes on, they don't try as much.
MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Stay tuned for Rangers baseball next. Billy Chappelle gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder,
see what I mean?
battler, whatever you want to
see
call
what I mean?
He is not afraid to go deep.
He could have had that.
Afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
He could have had that.
Now at the plate, Sergio Miranda. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tucker will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Alex O'Keefe is the second out of the opening frame. And there he goes towards second. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. Here's another 2-2. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Robert Hovis. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early.
A swing and a shot hit down
Goodbye,
the corner.
goodbye, goodbye.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Zager sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Moving under it, Liriano. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, Martin Blanco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Liriano is going to have room out there. Stepping into the box, Napoleon Fernandez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball one. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Lifted in the air to center field. Zager on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Digging in to try it again, Sergio Miranda. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Angels.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward.
Ready now for L.A., Alex O'Keefe. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
High fly ball after straightaway center. Moving under it, Zager. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Oliver Garcia. He drew a walk his first time up. Fouled off.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Tucker. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in, Anderson Ortiz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Ortiz makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have it, and the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Robert Hovis. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Zager has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Into the box, Humberto Rubio. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Zager has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Martin Blanco. Here comes the first pitch.
Blanco.
In there, strike one.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Angels so far. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail it here. Riding in, Napoleon Fernandez to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Jump set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a ball 1-0. Fernandez gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Bailey is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Alex O'Keefe. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Pause him off with that one. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 5-1 contest. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Line drive to left. And that will get down out there. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Stepping into the box, Robert Hovis. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Behind 0-2 now. Garcia at second. Ortiz at first. 2 out in the inning. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. Now to the plate, Humberto Rubio. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Tucker is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Striding into the box, Martin Blanco. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me.
Just keeping him close.
Fernandez.
Stepping in now, Napoleon Fernandez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. That's a big at bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third. Rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking his chops.
Popped him up. Craig will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Liriano is there, and he'll make the catch to leading off the inning.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And this evening.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Billy Chappelle gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Joe Emery. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Here's another 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough ball, but it's 2-2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's
a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Zinger looks up, onto the lawn, and gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zinger on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Striding forward now is the DH, Barry Middleton. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Strike taken, the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Middleton stands at second with no outs. Count now a ball and a strike. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon.
But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Johnny Petrovich. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Petrovich.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off, got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled off. Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
The next 3-2. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
Digging in, Derek Swanson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
1 ball and 2 strikes. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Standing in, Lorenzo Franco. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now look out as this one sends him sprawling. It's ball 2 now. This is popped up. Corcoran in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Joe Emery will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Giancarlo Pena. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pena playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together there's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Landgren comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Coming forward now is the Cards' designated hitter, Barry Middleton. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Oh, he makes the stop. What a play. At the plate, Dwayne O'Neal. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Popped him up. Landgraf moving to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo. And he gets ahead 0-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. At the plate, Johnny Petrovich. He drew a walk his first time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The batter, number 30. Second.
In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count. Swanson.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Franco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Franco.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is in the air out to left field. Tucker is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Digging in once again, Joe Emery. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Landgraf backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Giancarlo Pena will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Tucker is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. In now, Alexis Bravo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Bravo.
6th inning, 4-1 is our score. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2. Now with the plate.
Reading off for the Cardinals. The designated hitter, Barry.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis.
Time to check out some Who Flung Dung. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
Number 89 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 89.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Eaton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The set and the 1-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. On now to the bottom of inning.
St. Louis again here. What the hell?
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Number 89 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
For the Mariners. Number 89.
Settling in now, Drew Robinson tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Rivera is under this one. 1 down. Digging in and looking for more, Edmundo Sosa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Luke Maile stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. Count is 1-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game. Number 42 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 42.
Next for Milwaukee, Wilmer Flores. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
1-1 to Aaron Altair. Fouled off. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 home runs in the inning. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game and what?
Number 89 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Here's Javier Baez. Hit high and deep out to left field. Booyah! Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. Also ground this one fouled off to the left side. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Ilez fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Still even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Wilmer Flores would be next. Pitch popped up.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Coming to the plate now, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 1-0 the count. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Rivera ranging forward. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Perez is on his way home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And the screwball misses the plate away, and it's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 4-0 to score this afternoon. Milwaukee led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Zach Davies. Number 89 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. And now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
Third baseman, number 3.
Takes this the other way to right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
How about it? The left field.
Scooped up. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Sherry is there. Let's see if they test it. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Upton. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Upton waiting, now the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Josh Bell the next to hit. In there at the knees, strike 1.
The first baseman, Josh.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Strong is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-0 the count.
Barnes.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher, you fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. And then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So no run. 12-7. Final score in this ball game. The Los Angeles Angels took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Number 89 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 89.
So digging in now, Taylor Ward. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Number 3.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
0-1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
No strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Hold strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
On a line, that's a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The center field.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Too low.
Ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Simmons on second. Trout at first, 1 gone. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Ready for another shot now. Josh Bell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. One-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Los Angeles jumped ahead in the 7th inning and
A manager admonishes his pitching staff for giving away too many free bases.
Number 89 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Next up for the Stros, Carlos Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Now batting.
Little to the mound. On the first, and the Astros can't cash in. Ready now, Max Stassi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Here's the strike with the breaking ball. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Up. Travis over to his left, one away. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. It was a walk in his last trip. Fastball in there for a called strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rivera is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Stepping up now, David Fletcher, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is. Well, we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
A pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. A manager checks in with his ball club. player's agent calls to touch base. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A manager checks in with his ball club.